Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LPL 2025 Split 2.
Don't want to give that impression over. If we can go towards a Leandri's build here, a little bit more HP to work with. When you are into things like the Shinzao and the Leona and the Aatrox, bit of safety, bit of burn can be pretty good. Tools there. It does make a really interesting game because it'll be very dependent on who gold ends up on as to how the game ends up shaping out. Which is quite unusual in some ways. In terms of seeing it all plays. Rookie. Hit by the wind becomes lightning, and the threaded volleys continue to go on through. Seismic shove forces the flash. JJ goes on forward, but just before the unraveled earth, but now can't escape because he's stuck on top of it. JJ desperately low. Nearly alive. Flash on forwards could be used by Cream, doesn't burn it. And JJ gets out alive, but both the mid and jungle down those flashes. Seismic shove across the unraveled earth. Tries to get on top of Rookie, who goes down. There is no defense even with that stand behind me. Braum knocked up. Mako trying to run away, but will not be able to do much more. They get that kill. Cream out of mana, but the damage is done. Flashes burn. Tried to play it with the Divide, didn't quite do it. JJ on top side. Looking at 369. That's World Ender and Flash. There's the ult available for the Shy. Gonna go looking for him. World Ender used. Flash away. Drags JJ under the turret. The Decimating Smash will come on through into the Glacial Prison. Not Glacial Prison, Glacial Fissure. The turret of the True Shot Barrage gets one. Now the Shy is low and 369 survives. Great ult from Jackie. Feats of strength nearly confirmed for them. Get that 3 objective markers, and there we go. Wind becomes lightning into a smite, secures it. Mako gonna try and zone off Top Esports from an easy return to that lane. Tagged with the Winter's Bite. Chris body blocking anything more. JJ is around. Won't pull the trigger there. And maybe slightly under threat. Safe enough under the turret. Does Adakan boost Voidlings as well? Yes, he does. Only if, of course, you get the Voracious version. Now, much easier target for JJ on this Vi to punish. But Kanavi will head on forwards. Rookie's here first, though. Weaver's Wall going to split him off a little. Now going to get the start of the pull back. Gets that damage onto Mako. 369 looking to get onto Rookie's forced to slide away. Gets the soldiers out, though. Kanavi flashing for the knockup. Dies in trade. They get 2, though. Rookie in danger. Trying to get out to safety. Seismic shove. Sorry, Emperor's Divide onto 369 as the Shy is pulled back on the other side. Jackie will hop out of the bullet time. It's a 2-for-1 trade in the end for Top. That is already first turret for Top Esports in mid lane. Sorry, bot lane. They'll get another top. They've got feet of strength. Herald stays up. No one wants to stick around and overplay for that one. Let's have a look at that one again. Starts just after Jackie's had his flash burn, and Kanavi and Chris say, I think we can have this. IG think they're there first, but Cream has the Weaver's Wall to cheat that priority. Pull back onto Mako, flashes out to safety, but only for a second or two. Jacula forces him to go the other way. Gala's body blocking for him, but it's giving 369 a lot of free time. Gives the rest of Top Esports a lot of time as Gala had to flash away. Onto the Dragon we go. Kanavi picks that one up. JJ dies on the contest. Fumbles that one. Mako will say, stand behind Braum because Braum needs to get away to safety. The heart is not the strongest muscle. If it has a heart attack, as I will stop with the Braum impression. Top Esports, but I think JJ has genuinely been one of our more consistent junglers. The last week withstanding. Kanavi gets knocked up. Glacial Prison comes on down. Smite comes on through. And the wind is going to become lightning. And Mako just can't stay safe. IG, what's going on with the comms? Braum's clearing wards by his own red buff. So, 15 seconds on Dragon. Let's lock in, folks. Here we go. Gala gets the make it rain down. Top Esports in the river first. JJ gets jumped on, but flashes away to safety. In comes the Shy. Flash from Jackie Love to get over the train. And at least JJ drives to try his 369 TP in. The world is ending. But that Empress Divide, phenomenal for Rookie. Crisp goes down. They've lost the jungler as well. Kanavi out for the count. 369 can't finish anyone off. And IG get value. Gorgeous stuff from Rookie and Gala to survive. And despite Jackie's initial heroics, he goes down as well, and that'll be a denial of soul point. IG with a great fight. Unfortunately for them, Atakan on the other side of the rift. Still going to turn it into that as well. Let's have a look at the replay, because the fight ended up very, very split. I thought 369 flank angle was going to be fantastic, but Rookie Shuffle gets everybody who's piled on top of him and gives them the space to survive. Jackie, despite that flash on over, gets jumped on himself. Can't outplay any further. A lot of shutdowns come on through. They get a turret. They bring his initial engage. Dodged by a good flash from Jackie. His follow-up flash to get that Soul Furnace pop, which is a lot of damage on time with 840 stacks. It's just too much for Jackie to hold on to. The problem is the mid-tier 1 still falls, and they burned a lot to make that last play happen. Turret still standing. Can't finish it off. Mako chunked, but no one else falls. To clarify, Top Esports still very much in control. You still got this Giga Strong Aatrox. You still got a Talia, very, very fair. The Ezreal's at 2 items. Jackie in danger here. Gonna get cease and desisted. There's the Brawn passive on him, and Jackie will just die. Turnaround, though, as they try to find a play. Crisp about to get charged onto with the unstoppable onslaught. Mako, half HP, but it's now a 5v4. Atakan is there, and they have no AD carry. This is a fight that IG could look to take. Kanavi still here, though, with that ability to steal. Hard to keep a Shinto out of the pit. Weaver's Wall denies a bit of time. 20 seconds on Jackie respawning. He's not going to get hit anytime soon. Mako now in danger. Bullet time onto 2, but into the backside goes Crisp to interrupt it. 369 has popped the wall, but Crisp is now in danger. Atakan secured! JJ gets it, and that sets up the fight beautifully for IG. They've got those withdrawals to work with. And Baron's alive, and they've just killed the jungler. AD carry's not on the rift. I think they could just turn to the big purple worm. Shove from Cream, trying to deny something here. True Shot Barrage is blocked by the door going up from Braum, and IG are right back in this game. They have a gold lead. It's only 100 gold, but of course, they're here to play. Everything they needed in this game. So many structures up for the taking as well. Leads them to a significant goal lead at this point in the game. Look for that tier 2 bot. Continue to extend this gold lead. Gala now in particular. 3 items, 2.5k ahead. Very, very strong. 369 can look to try and trade with the 6 grubs for that tier 2. That'll be soul point for IG as an additional prize to this Baron. Still a minute and a half to go. Can reset and look to shove out some additional waves. 369 will Umbral dash out to safety. Pops the World Ender as well in case that additional people would be coming over on the rotation. JJ was looking, but 369 with that additional move speed going to be a little bit too hard to catch up to. IG's fights have been pretty good, but man, it feels like nobody's calling sometimes. A little bit of that. Oh, hang on. Shove on to Mako. He's going to fall, surely. JJ coming over. Rookie's around. But there's nothing really up to get for that. You've killed off Mako, great. To what end? It's just a kill, nothing more. There is. There comes the Weaver's Wall, trying to split people off. IG now caught, split out. The Shy on the other side, looking to re-engage. Full contact, Legal Legend to the backside. That bullet time over the wall from Gala as well is phenomenal. Invictus Gaming punish the attempt from Top Esports, who are just out of time and out of damage there. The Shy keeps too busy. Gala flash into the bullet time, breaks the ankles of Cream and 369. Overcomes the rest of the squads. It was looking so good for Top Esports. And 3 awful team fights in a row, and Invictus Gaming will likely be winning. So there is no reset for 369. Ocean Soul now available with the Baron. IG in a great position this game. Gala down the flash, though, could be problematic. Keep your eyes on Gala. Does he survive this play? Another Weaver's Wall. Splits the fight. The Shy now caught on the other side. But it's body blocked by the Shy. Knock up onto Cream, who's bounced into a grave. That knock-up comes swiftly back down to earth like a wounded angel. He's fallen into grave times. Jackie trying to play out with a rookie who flashes on forwards and sends his minions forth to claim the life of the Piltover Explorer. It is ace. It is Ocean Soul. It will surely be game for Invictus Gaming. A rough early game. So rough, we thought it was Top Esports to lose. And lose they have. MF will end 6-0-7. 4.3k ahead on this misfortune. Who has been banking in. The Pirate Queen will help lead Invictus Gaming to a Game 1 victory. And this Rise, we've seen a lot of Rise and Neferi as kind of quite a fast brawling pair. And you've got a lot of target access this game. On the other side, IG, Blue, but Kanavi, with that ability to smite, potentially run away. Everyone kind of come over and start contesting. So Kanavi goes, don't know about this one. Feathers come out. 3v4, but the smite advantage for Kanavi means they can potentially just turn that into a very space to steal on the blue buff. Jump onto Kanavi, who gets shunted into the wall. Jackie low. Gala and the rest of IG coming to play forwards, though. Jackie gonna have to flash on forward for the W. Last auto! Gets it. Gala screws the kill. Kanavi will get that. Call of the pack to buy some time. Darkin daggers bring down Gala. It's a 1-for-1 in the end. Someone has blown everywhere you care to look. Blue buff and trade, though, so at least get something back on the map. Oh, hang on. TP's coming. This is going to get messy. Jump forwards with the shield vault. Turning around now to JJ will Aegis Assault Wave. Flash for the grand entrance. And JJ, having stepped in, might now be punished for his temerity stepping in there. Commas means nothing, and Top Esports go, cool, well, that's just a kill for us then. What will likely be that Sundered Sky first item. Shy tries to go that way, gets punished for it. Here comes the Grand Starfall, looking to punish. Flash is not going to keep 369 alive. Shield Vault comes on in, but here comes everybody else. Knockups flying everywhere you look. Hound's Pursuit will reset. Both solo lanes from the mid lane also turning up JJ in danger as they have that reset, and it's a second kill onto that doggo in the jungle. 3-0-1 now for Kanavi. This Neferi. Well, Shy goes through a volcanic rupture, won't find all that much. Towards the dragon we go. JJ going to try and get this one. It'll be second dragon for Invictus Gaming. Kanavi can look to get on over there. Throws the dogs up, and Mako is blocking any easy attempt to get in there with that steadfast presence. Second dragon secured by Invictus Gaming. They are down, however, 3,000 gold. Pretty significant. 369 now in danger. As in comes the Grand Starfall, looking to come and get the punish. In they go. Reminder, there is still no flash up for that Jace, who flashes. Sorry, just gets knocked into the wall by that heroic. Wait. There's the heroic charge and into the Keeper's Verdict to knock Kanavi out. Nice work from Invictus Gaming. Get the kill. TES didn't want to cross map. They wanted to try and punish the play like they did the same time topside. They had Kanavi there with really, really strong. Couldn't quite do it that time because the Poppy made a significant amount of difference. Be feed to strength for Top Esports. They can claim that turret. We've got 4 members here. They really want to look for this. Got 6 grubs too. So damage is done. Kanavi's dogs will secure the kill on the farm. Involved in a couple kills. Set him up very well for success here on this Rise. TP's in. Oh, we're playing this very aggressively. Jackie has to flash away, but in comes the ult. Knocked up. Will not get chance to use his Feather Storm. Rookie now looking for an angle. Has found the Spirit Rush on in. Kanavi in danger, but the quickness comes on through. The call of the forge got there, though. 369 to the skies. The shine runs to the charge, and it will not do so. 369, guys. The charge will fall with the steadfast presence means that Kanavi can't get the resets. Gala gets another. Cream on the menu. It's dessert at the end of the play. Brings down JJ, but everyone else falls. Top Esports lose 4 and Invictus Gaming. Oh my days, I hope we see a replay. Because there was a teleport angle from the gods. And Jackie Love, even with the flash, did not get to press R. Their mid-game fights are just greater than Top Esports right now. At least they get another turret. But IG traded in that bot side already. 30 seconds on soul point for IG, and you know they want to play around that. Trying to zone Top Esports out from an easy access towards this mid turret. W flying from this guy's now. 4-1-1, the fight begins. Hounds Pursuit is blocked. Can't get the value through. As the keeper's verdict's on in. So ult down, I believe, from Kanavi there. TP back. Head back on over. Dragon spawning. They want to play this. Cream doesn't quite have that second item. Herald immediately dropped mid lane. And the Shy is the one left to deal with it. I think this turret charge should just be a free turret kill. Done. Forces IG out of the river, but the Shy looking for a Call of Forge Guard. Is Featherstorm this time. Mako knocks one away. That's the Jace out of the play, but ults are being traded left, right, and center. Jackie no ult, but the Shy no ult either, as Mako similarly burns that ultimate. Reset coming on through from a couple people. Mako has to leave, and I think IG just have to give up this dragon. No real way into the river anymore, having lost that mid-tier 1. Teleport back, though. They want to play it. Mako stuck around. How about the fight after? Little too little, little too late, but that's a Grand Starfall. They really want this play. Where's Rookie? Realm Warp out. Everyone's out to safety. But with Realm Warp to the other side, it'll leave this mid-tier 1 open for IG to take, I imagine. Resets now coming on through for IG. Kanavi and Crisp were around. Will Kanavi spot out the recalls? Mako cancels his recall. Hang on, how aggressively do they want to play this? They've got Rookie over the angle as well. They see this happening. Is here, the Arsenal's out and available. That bush is very scary. Fast side alteration burn. Puts in a ward. Kanavi looking to get across the back of the pit. Gets into the pit. We'll make it a smite fight. Trading it out. Secured by Kanavi. Smite secure. Flash before JJ. But immediately jumps on the edge of self-buys to try the Call of Forge Guard comes across. Knock away. Crisp down. JJ into the backside. Stays alive. They've killed off Kanavi because they knocked her away. Realm Warp interrupted. A triple to that Kai'Sa. Make it the quadra kill. And if they can find Jackie Love, you know they'd find the Penta. Can't quite find the charm. Jackie, in that 1 versus 5, has to hold on to the mid lane. There is 30 seconds on the Baron. They can turn to pick up the GAs and then pick up the Baron. It's just 41 with an extra life. Makes this Baron a tricky option for top esports. TP's fly. Half HP on the Baron. Kanavi looking for a flank angle. Stole the last objective. Would need to do so again. They're going to flip it. They know he's there. Can Mako keep him out? That has to be the play. They get the charm onto Rookie, who ults away. Trying to place one out. Pit, Dragon down to 2,000 HP. Sorry, Baron down to 2,000 HP. Get the objective name right. Looking for the Call of Forge. Got Flash. 3C down, Flash down to safety. The Shy in danger. Gala to the backside. Looks at the angle. Withdrawal burned. GJ now in danger. Withdrawal on him. They get the churns around and they will kill off Chris, but that's not that much value. 3C down, trying to buy some time. A knock away again by Mako. Rookie in danger. Looking to kill off Jackie Love. All of these withdrawals to no avail. Mako's going to be run down. They're back on the rift. Kill onto Chris, but make this still a 4 versus 5. But they can run back at the Baron. But the Atacon buffs don't earn IG a shield to stay alive with the Guardian. Scuttle Crab taken. The vision control right now for IG in this river is pretty monumental. Sweep out that last wall. Call of the Forge Guard going to come on through. Trying to blow up Jackie Love's ult. Does so. But that means there's a charm afterwards. Cleanse. Charge to the wall. Can't quite get in the feather pull. They'll bring down Mako. Turning it around. Jackie survived for once. The engage not quite clean enough. The cleanse, the ult enough. And they're down a member. Mako can't get the stun into the wall and the follow-up not quite there. Gala not feeling comfortable enough to jump on in. Has got a GA to his name now, but is half HP. Clutch from Jackie. Mako going to be kicking himself. He couldn't quite find that wall stun. Hang on. Big turnaround onto the Shy. Who's now in danger. Just go down. And a Sunny an additional member. 3v5. Baron's up. IG can turn for it. Sorry, top esports can turn for it. What am I talking about? The other team. Quite important then. Here we go. Grand Starfall looking to play it out. Top esports, the multi-man look to steal it. Into the backside, Crisp in danger. Jackie in danger. They will get the Baron, but they lose the AD carry. Overcomes Mako. Gala has his GA pop. Rookie looking have to get out to safety. But where does Gala go? Has a barrier and a flash and nowhere else. He's dead. They killed off Jackie Love, but they lose additional members trying to go for the contest. Rookie will survive at least. Wait. 369 will find him. Ults away. Uses the wolves to body block. Shock blast hits. Won't kill. Needs to ult away to safety. 369 can't secure it even with the Ghost Blade speed up. Mako now body blocking. Orb of Deception lands onto 369. Shock Blast blocked. But Dragon's up and they can't get anywhere near it, while Cream and Kanavi shove up for that tier 2 top. Defensive options. Will likely be a Bloodthirster here, I would imagine. Which is why... Charm. A real follow-up, though. Shy's teleported in. Keeper's Verdict wound up. Sentence abstained. Call of the Forge God now burned. Jackie Love up into the air. Knock away. Kanavi will W, but that means Jackie's not here again! They can start to dive on forwards. Mako likely low. Will surely go down. Cream surviving. The bleed is enough to kill off at least that support, but they've killed off Cream and Trade Crisp in danger. Knock him into the backside. Kanavi goes diving on in. Rookie trying to find an angle. Where is Gala? Dead is where he is. Knock up on 2, but there's just not enough damage. Rookie has to leave. And the Shy now jumped on top. Esports. As Rookie jumped on Darkin daggers. Bring down a double. The pack is too much. 6-2, that's game. We're going to game 3. That's the end of it. Top Esports hold the line. IG look like they were right back in it, but they can't get value out of the Atakan. They fumble around the Baron. And Gala alone not enough. Jackie Love starts out.
Better front line, I think. With the Skarner and the Alistair. Yes, Sejuani's good, but I think that the Renekton's the... Yep. Slovaki, it is Nidalee top lane. Chris maybe angling for a hook. Doesn't want to land onto the Alistair, but it might help anyway. And here comes Sejuani Mako. Ooh, Jejep trying to help. Tries to head, but back off Kanavi. But it's not enough. Kanavi commits to the flash. Does actually take a tower shot forward as well. Kanavi has gone too far. Jejep, fantastic counter gank to even the score. Kanavi misjudging things. Captain Jack out of the W. Summoning the spirit of the old. Kanavi thought he might need to use that W to get out of the plate. Sadly stepped on the trap as well. Kanavi went down very easily though. Oh, big fight on topside. JJ count up again. Fantastic triple pulverize. Gala is threatening a reset. That's one. Jackalove goes down. Shockwave comes through and IG pick up a quick brace on the top side. A kill towards their mid laner and towards their AD carry will absolutely set things off to the right track. Top Esports giving a lot of gold over that they can't afford to do. Chris trapped alone on this top side, and it won't just be the 2. It's going to be the 3. JJ does a drive-by into the wall. And it's another kill over towards Rookie. 2-0. 4 stacks on the Dark Seal. Got that. Shields his top laner. Gone for the Tiamat. Gives him more wave clear. The Shy teleporting in. 369 doesn't have his teleport. That's a bad ultimate from Kanavi. However, Gala is caught. We said top Esports can force fights more easy. Kanavi needs to make it out alive though. The Shy on the flank will likely get one and does with the Sheen proc. Crisp getting hit now by Gala, and he'll get himself a reset. Top Esports, they force a fight, but they can't finish it off. The Shy continuing to chase down, has movement speed in this build, especially when he gets the mark on someone. IG 6-1 in the kills. And I think Top Esports with the Sheen procs and everything else. Grab field stops a few auto attacks coming through. 6 scrub. Oh, Kanavi gets the last one. That's important. No 6 scrubs. And suddenly 369 is forcing the fight as well. Rookie has a catalyst, has a Rod of Ages, but it's not enough HP. A kill and grubs. Top Esports find something. IG overstaying around the grubs. And a hook lands over the wall, but it won't lead to anything else. Cream pushing to stop the Jinx Salt. Kanavi was never living there anyway. Tricky. Gala one item. Everyone, all of that. Hang on a second. The Shy caught out. Tries to put down a ward. Does so. Has the flash, but is it going to be enough? I don't know about that. We'll see. Jackalove doesn't finish the kill, though, and leaves Kanavi to do a little bit of dirty work. Kanavi uses his ult, snipes him over the wall. The Shy Runs into 4 top esports members and cannot survive. 369 doesn't have Dominus, likely to fall on the other side now. JJ can slam into the wall, as can Mako. Trying to clear out the wave at least. And he does so, actually. 369 flashes out. Doesn't have the Dominus, remember. Mako, with his ultimate, will tank things up, make it a little bit of a slow demise. And will at least clear the wave. First turret will go to top esports. Stop IG getting themselves that full feats of strength. Gala, great damage. Regardless, but still. Tower over to top esports. This is the kind of game you slow down. You want Nidalee to get as much hit on towers as possible. Kanavi potentially comboed up. Has that passive, has the aftershock though. Does he have a flash? No, he doesn't. There's a shockwave available from Rookie, and there's a impale available, and onto the traps. Kanavi goes too far. His teammates are not there to help him. The Shy, knowing that there's no fight available now, will just continue to go towards topside. The Shy has the stride breaker. 369 rather, but the Shy is losing the fight. Doesn't have the flash, and 369 gets himself a solo kill onto the Nidalee. The stride breaker completion so important, and the Shy on his Nidalee top lane, not able to win the duel. That is a bad litmus test for IG. What's happening in the rest of the map? Nidalee versus Victor on the bottom side of the map. 4 kills on Orianna, by the way. Jesus Christ, that is a strong start to come with her. That's me, Ruby. I definitely called the IG boosted. Yeah. Okay, Cream. Also no Leandries just yet. Herald goes into mid lane. That's an ult onto Matt Alistair, but they still have ultimate. That's very tanky, and the Renekton, even though they have Dominus, is not ignited. No healing to come through, and IG pick off a clean kill. Jinx misses the ult, but with the Herald pushed in and a kill taken, they will very much take that. The Renekton not able to be the front line which top esports wanted. Pushing into the mid lane. 5 grubs. Dragon spawning in a minute. Invictus Gaming playing the objective game out well. And top esports open up a second angle. They tried to do that with the Renekton the last time. They don't have a flank ward now, though. 369. How will he approach this? Do you give it up? I don't think they can they? Giving up soul point? Bends them over the barrel later on. Jeje going forwards. Gets a wall stun. Not able to get much after that point, and now he's potentially stuck in the play, but he is very, very tanky. Impaled flashed away from Grabfield. Stops that, and there's a hook onto Rookie, but the shockwave catches Cream. That makes things a little bit more interesting. Mako pops the ult. 369 1v1ing the Shy. Rookie trying to get some damage forward, and the Jhin ults not able to do that much. Oh, that was scary for a second, though. Swing and a miss. The Shy walks into the Renekton, the Sejuani, and he has gone too far. The hook lands onto Mako, and just as it was meant to be disengaging, it burns down again. Reset for Gala, though. Does that change anything? Tries to walk forward again. All things said and done, 2 for 1. Support for support, but the extra top lane are going down. Top esports, they want to keep going after this point. Gala's reset has run off, and the Renekton Sejuani is getting big value. Big value. Dragon, I think it's been won by top esports. IG really did not want the Shy to die in the way that he did. There, teleport back in. Orianna's coming back. Combo off to the side. Stops the Shy from really appreciating anything else. Now we get back into live. Top esports trying to get some good damage. Now shockwave on to Chris. Now he doesn't have that much to play around. There's a teleport coming in from the Shy. He has flash, but he might have to use it. Nope. He feels like he can stay in a little longer. Where's the rest of the damage? 369 not coming to the play. Kanavi doesn't have a tower to go back towards either. Will he be able to disengage from that spear? Mako runs to punt him into the wall. He does get the pulverize. Jigsault gets the damage needed to finish off the kill. Now 369. Slowed, but not killed. Top esports lose their jungler, lose their support, and IG. They pick apart top esports this time. They have the gold lead, and they'll have themselves an Atakan as well. Those plants bring a lot of value. An extra 25% buff towards the grubs, towards the dragon from Rookie there. Using the Fog of War. Rookie, arguably the best player at using Fog of War in the LPL. Dragon getting finished. It won't be soul, but it's soul point. No fight really looked at by top esports. W lands. Baron's still available, of course. Cream tries to get some value with his... Oh, flash forward from Makeup. That's our engage. Cream dodges out of the shockwave, but the Impale comes back. Rookie can finish off the kill, but he's kept into the Chaos Storm, and Cream is just alive a little longer. Is that enough? Gala is dodging out on the hook. Kanavi tries to go further and will get the kill. Is that enough? Rookie is still around for damage. The Shy is still around for damage, and Cream and Jackie have hit the ground. 369 to Kanavi. The Renekton Sejuani cannot carry from this position. IG will win the team fight in 4-for-2 fashion. Maybe they can even chase down Kanavi to add another one onto the plate. JJ goes through the wall. Top Esports. They could not find their way in that team fight. The Renekton Sejuani gets value, but it is not nearly enough. Kanavi can't carry with damage. Will choose to die to the tower. Give himself a reset. IG go back out onto the map, and Rookie will take an inner tower. Italy. In live, we have the Baron started up. We might have to see that. Again, is Kanavi still dead? Yes, he is, because death was delayed. There is no smite steal here. 369. Does he want to go up to this? I think they have to leave it. Baron taken. Reset coming in from Gala, of course, from taking the neutral objective. JJ potentially able to find himself an engage, but no. Craftfield is enough. Not just a Fool's Hope, not just Nostalgia, not just all those other things that we mentioned. Cream on top side. JJ doesn't have flash. Wants to go for the Impale. Hits the slow. And Cream has been absolutely turned into mush. IG will take themselves that topside turret. Jackal uses an ult for something onto the Shy. Doesn't look like at least that much. The 369. Dominus is also running. That's a failed play. IG playing well. Playing fairly disciplined as it stands right now. Picking off kills where they can. Not giving up freebies. Not at this point in the game anyway. What happened here? Yeah, it was Renekton going forwards onto the Nidalee. Trying to get themselves a W in. But they couldn't get the kill. That tenacity from the Chemtech Dragon very much helping them. Inhibitor goes down. Cream's still not up and available. You still have the shields from Orianna and the heals from the Nidalee. Definitely helps you walk forwards, and that's an excited Jinx because she gets that from the tower. The Nautilus that goes on to Orianna, but it doesn't lead to anything. It doesn't lead to anything. The wave is dying, but not slowly enough. Not quickly enough. The Nex is now bare, and I don't think there's anything left. Jackal shockwaved into oblivion, and the Shy will kill his former teammate. Invictus Gaming have played 3 series versus our top teams recently, and now they will get themselves their first win versus one of them. Top Esports eat their first loss. Invictus Gaming win the series 2-1.